Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Army. We're back here playing more Franchise Hockey Manager 6. And yeah, we're at the point where we left off after the first season. We're rolled on now to year 2. And as you can see, top of the shops right now is Luke Hughes with Gunther, Ratti, and Volstad, with Vilma and Colton Dach up there as well. A couple other big names, but you might notice that like Mikoska as a 17-year-old goalie could be up in that range where we just drafted. And yeah, the fact is he might be there because Volstad might go early. He could be a very good goalie. So we got options. We do have some options. If we want to try and get an early pick, we can. And there might be a goalie around our level. Since we're pretty stacked right now on what we want to do. So we'll keep an eye on that over the season. When we get round to the next draft, we might look at a first-round goalie. We might just do that. So here's the team where we left off at the end of the season. We got Gruber and Gillies in goals with Cole and Zadorov backing up Gerard. Byram now comes into the mix. And you got Eric Johnson, probably going to be traded, with Kale McCarr and Connor Timmins there on the right. Landy's okay. Nikushkin, Grier, Burakovsky's pretty decent. But I'm probably going to ship out Matt Calvert and try and bring something else in as depth. So someone that's very young on the left might work. As far as centers go, we got McKinnon and Kadri as a 1 and 2. Dries, maybe line 3, line 4. So, yeah, bringing in somebody else in that mix. In fact, if we can slide Kadri down to the third line, that might be a decent deal for us. So, bringing in someone there, a 3-star ability to play second line, and then a youngster on the left. On the right, we're fairly set though. Rantanen, if we do trade Joe, it'll be to trade for something similar in terms of position and ability. So we'll see. Donskoy, I think, will be decent there. And Comfort, maybe trade out Nieto and bring up one of those young players. As I said, we do have those options. Right now, start the season. Something that I do like to do is bring up everybody who's got a contract with us and is not currently at the team. Let's not send them down, let's bring them up. Yeah, let's not renew. I want to be bringing these guys up. Yeah, that's the least amount of work I got to do. Although now I'm going down the list, not up the list. Yeah, just that we're going all the way down and back up this way. But yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. Yeah, this is the way it should have been done. So, with Ty Lewis coming up, boom, everybody now is in the main roster. So you can see 36 or 37 contracts, 36 guys here. Who's missing? Who's getting paid to not be up? It's going to be one of the younger guys, right? So it takes longer for that player things to go rather than for me to look for an up arrow to call somebody up. All these seem to be up there. So why have we got one more contract? Is it Lindholm? No. Spell map. Oh, I should have seen that. I should have seen that. I should have known it was one of the old guys, actually. Okay, so now we got everybody up. Wow. A little bit of messing around there, but still. That leaves us with these players to build our roster out of and see where we're weak. So right now, I mean, Werner or Gillies would be pretty decent as backups. There's nothing really too much to be said about that. Gruber, though, not really a starter. So if we can upgrade him into like a top 10 goalie, that will really give us a shot at going further in the playoffs. Like I said, we're going to be trading out players like Cole, Rosen, Lindholm, maybe Anderson, maybe Zadorov as well, depending what we bring back. Johnson, he's older, he might make way. Renouf as well. Maybe, I just don't think Francis is going to make it at any point, so maybe we dump him into a deal just to give a little bit of added value to it and try and get through that. Say on the left, Calvert probably loses out to Burakovsky and Nishkushkin and Greer with Landy. So yeah, then we bring up Lewis, for example. Shimbos could probably and should probably be a center. So let's throw him into that mix. So yeah, Barron and Calvert on the left we can get rid of. We've got our 5 over there. I'm pretty happy with that balance. Yeah, we got Henry and Count as depth with Rantanen, Comfort, Donskoy, and Joseph. If we do trade out Joseph, it will be okay. We've got one too many, so Nick Henry probably sits. Although Count can go over to the left. Yeah, Cow can go out to the left, and that means that someone like Ty Lewis or Greer or Burakovsky could be on the trade list. Okay, so we got options. We've got a lot of maneuverability and in center as well. We know what we're doing there, but Bellemare probably out. Dickinson, Shivryov, possibly Kamenev again. Let's face facts. Possibly even Kadri, if I'm honest. I think there's different ways we can do that. Okay. We're in a good place. Depth chart says that really we should sign at least Alex Bokage and Shane Pinto, which I agree with. Newhook, probably don't need to do anyone that's 1 star. We'll call up people that are above 1 star. I don't really expect any of those to be. And then Harrison, etc. They won't be. Boykov won't be. Yeah, so Pinto and Bokage we want to call up. And yeah, really none of these, I believe, are anything but backups. Even Anunen, I don't believe is more than a backup. Bednar, don't believe he's more than a backup. Werner, yeah. So really, they're all backups. A couple of them are high backups. Even Gruber's a fringe starter. Maybe Anunen and Bednar are there, but we need a really good goalie. We do need a really good goalie. That's my objective number 1. But bringing up Newhook, I think it might be a little early for him. Why have we got Theo Rocher popping up on Newhook? Yeah, next season maybe Newhook, Stutzel, and Rocher come up as depth. But right now it's Pinto and Bokage to come up. And then maybe Bednar or Anunen comes up as backup goalie next season as well for season 3. Draft picks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ottawa's 4th instead of our 7th. I believe that's exactly where we are next season as well, and then we're back to our 1 through 7. So we got bits to play with, and that's the main thing right now. That is the main thing right now. In terms of who to call up on a contract, like I say, Pinto and Bokic, I really don't see too much else. Do I trade away the 2 stars? Because every year I'll be getting these players. I can get them in free agency, I can get them everywhere. So I don't know about these 2.5, so I might keep hold of some of those. Yeah, I might trade everyone below 3-star, really. Apart from Hellerson. And one of the left wing. No, we'll keep the 2.5s. We'll keep the 2.5s. So, Mutala Buzan, Shara Barin might be a long-term backup. We keep hold of him. Saigon Kovalenko, Leverman, Mina, Shmakov, Boykov, and Klurman. They can all go. We're going to get like 2 4th-rounders for that lot. I'm pretty sure of that. So we can stack some mid-round picks and just take some shots. Get some more 2.5 and 3 stars instead of this bunch of 2s, which aren't going to develop. They're just not. Contracts that we need to sign. Kale McCarr, Gabe Landeskog, they're my big 2. Timmons is a 2nd level. Yeah, he's a 2nd level. He's the only one. 3rd level is Lewis. And then none of them I care about. Even the 2 stars. Just don't care. So, 3rd priority is Lewis. 2nd priority is Timmins. 1st priority is Kale McCarr and Gabe Landeskog. And Gruber, I mean, we'll give him a new deal, but we're looking to trade. So, okay, let's look. Oh, this is going to be similar to my other game where he wanted 5 for 3. No, he wants 3.5 or 4. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. I mean, he wants term. He wants term, and when we looked at it, he was possibly the 5th best sort of ability left wing in the league. Yeah, we've got to pay him. We've got to pay him. Let's get Grubby's deal. Oh my god. Yeah, Grubby's deal's a bit bigger than I wanted. Timmons, slightly high as well. I was thinking 1.9, but okay. And Ty Lewis. Nice and cheap. We don't mind that. So is there anybody else we really might want back for any reason whatsoever? Just Werner. Yeah. Cheap. And that's back up in case we want to trade someone else. Everyone else can go. That's fine. Renouf, Belmer, Cole, Rosen, Baron, Calvert, Shiryov, and Anderson. Yeah, that's fine. And Dickinson. We're probably going to trade most of those. I don't think I can do this yet, can I? When can I actually sign? No, I can. Okay. So, Alex Bokic. Oh, my God. We're going to have to wait for the contracts to come in. We're going to wait for those contracts. Then we're going to sign Bokic and Pinto. Yeah, we're not going to do the... We're not going to do the other ones. Hold on. Isn't July 1st free agency as well? Yeah, let me in. Oh, you scumbags. Let me in. Spoiler did not let me in. So we're on the 2nd. We've got this in place. We've got the contracts done, but like... Yeah. Nope. No. Assign new numbers. So instead of 15, we give 51. Instead of 20, I mean, we got 22 for you. I mean, Belma's probably not going to be at the club, so I don't really care. 41. You can be 40 in cents. That's fine. We don't really care. 14. Did I have to do that? Did someone else want Belma's number, or was I just not very nice about it? That's kind of a possibility. 91. Let's go with 89. And Shim Bowers. I mean, number 9. I mean, number 98. It's where we are. Shivryov. 69. He's a bit upset. But he's probably out as well. And yeah, Belma, we upset for no reason, apparently, because nobody else wanted it or had his number. Okay. That's what it is. Free agents. I shouldn't be doing this here. I should be doing this here so I can see what we've got. So it looks like we're still over budget. We're waiting for that deal to come in for Werner. But that's not the killer right there. 5 years for Casey Mittelstadt. 20 million deal. Backstrom, 21.6. Roman Yossi gets a big deal there. Hishia resigns. Decent deal. Little bridge there. Patrick, Mati Barzal, and Georgiev did resign. So that sucks, but there's at least a couple of names on this. If we want a goaltender, they're there. If we want Braden Holtby, he is there. If we want to get done, he is there. Play some Barry, Jarry, Chelnuck, Anderson, Petrangelo. It's not a bad free agent class. It's not a bad free agents class. And yeah, Werner's the only guy we want. Okay. If we run with Werner, let's drop John Gillies down. So at this point, we're going with Byram, Girard, and Zadorov. So we know that these guys just aren't going to be involved. So rebuilding the roster. A lot of the players we brought up are players we're sending back down, but I want to see the depth. We need 7 defensemen. So Ian Cole's a placeholder right now. There will be a different player in our team. But right now, he holds that 4th spot. So similar to Johnson, then we got McCarr and Timmins, which means these two can definitely go down. So you want 2 goaltenders, you want 7 defensemen, a 4 and 3 split in either position that you want to favour. It doesn't really matter. And then you want 2 5s and a 4 in terms of your forwards to give you a grand total of 14. That'll take you up to 23, and you can only dress 18, so you have the 3 scratches. 2 offensive, 1 defensive. So like I say, it doesn't matter which side, and normally I'll go with an extra winger on either flank and just have 4 centers. But really it depends on numbers as well. It does depend on numbers. So I at least need to get down to 5 on each side. I need to at least get rid of 1 more of these. And really, Calvert's too good on too much money. He's not going to be better. He's not going to be first or second line. He's going to be 3rd or 4th. But Burakovsky and Greer, just about the same. A lot younger. Calvert's definitely gone. I'm probably, looking at it with that contract, Burakovsky might be trade bait. He might be trade bait. because Landeskog, Nikushkin, and Greer on the third line with Lewis on line 4. I think I'm happy with that. We've also got another winger coming up. So we're down to 5 over that side. So Rantanen, Jost, Donskoy, that's really, really good. One of Nieto or Comfort, so Matt Nieto will go down. That's kind of my 4, and then Nick Henry on Martin Kaut. We really wanted to kick Kaut over to that side. Ooh. We've got options. Okay. Can I get down to 4 here then? Kadri, McKinnon, Dries, and Kamenev. No, not even Kamenev. I'll take a slightly worse player, and I'll keep Bowers up instead with that potential to grow. Okay, so that takes me now down to 74.5 million out of the 89.5 that we got to spend. That's 15 million to improve this team. We're down to our 23. We've got an extra left and right winger. We've got an extra left defenseman. We've got all the players we need to build a roster. Out of these guys that are likely to be here, Werner needs to sign his deal, but like I say, we might trade away Gruber, Cole, Johnson, Burakovsky, possibly Dries, maybe even Ty Lewis, Comfort, Jost. Yeah, there's a lot I can do here. I love this. But okay, let's go back to 3. No, let's not do that. I always like to go back to that one, but it's not the best one. This is the best, because you can give player comparisons. You can see this information and what offers you've got on the table. And also, we can quickly go over to unsigned draftees. That's not what we're looking for. I always do it. So let's go and give that entry deal. Now we've got the money. Throw Bocage a bone. And Pinto. And that's another 1.5 star on either wing or both wings. So either wing and a center or on both wings. Really depending where we want to go with that. Oh, ability. Okay, Braden Holtby. Got a bit of money. I've got a bit of money. It's a big deal, though. That's a big deal. That shuts us up from anything else. Gustafsson, Barry, Holtby, Petrov. Oh. Let me go have a look at my squad. I'll be back when we're ready to decide who we're actually going to go for. But I might make a run at Holtby. Okay, there's a lot of goalies in there, mostly backups. Holtby's really only the starter. We're looking for a new starter. He might be 30, but he's good enough. And I think that's where I'm getting stuck right now. He's extremely popular. He's a good goaltender. He posts good averages. He's got good stats. He's at his peak. He's better. He'd be a top player. Like franchise goaltender. Like nothing weak. Intangibles. Like if I don't go for Holtby, I need to trade for a good goalie. If I do go for Holtby, it just adds in another trade piece in Gruber without having to get a starter back in return, because Holtby's our guy. We'd have to give up on players like Dunn, Sergachev, Martin at the back. I don't think we need these players. Martin we might still be able to get quite cheap. And a couple of others as well, like Ingram. You know, he could be a very good backup with lots of potential for the foreseeable future. We could lock down goaltender with like that 17-year-old 2-star that we've got, Holtby and Ingram. That could be our 1-2-3. The current starter, a future starter who's currently backup, and then our future backup. Gives us so many pieces to trade away. It's unbelievable. And that's just a goaltender. So I've got to do it. I've got to do it. 9.5 for 5 years. $9.5 for 5 years. I've got to put my cards on the table there. I've got to put my cards on the table. So Ingram is another one I'm interested in. I don't really use the shortlist because they're never working well for me. But yeah, I was looking at Martin, possibly, because I think we can get him quite cheaply. And if we do need someone else, we can get in like a Pettersson for the, to help out in defense there if he's not too expensive. A Wolford as well, 2.5 star potential, 1 star now. Kind of those third line defensive pairings I'm looking at a Martin for the future. Like I say, I think that's where we are. So we might have to go day by day. For this one. Like I said, we'll get in our 2 guys on their rookie deals. And there we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We get Hopi. We get a new starting goaltender. We get Alex Bokic as a flex wing. We got Pinto as a flex forward. I mean, Henry, you're going to be upset, sir. Very unhappy. I'm sorry, but like it's Hopi. You should be able to get past that. And you can just have number 7. It's a lot of money, but yeah. Now, Gruba's on a decent deal for 4 years. 3 1/3 is not bad. A 3-star potential. We should be able to trade him out for something very, very nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Okay. I thought we also got Bokic and Pinto. No? They didn't actually sign. Okay. Looks like we broke that. It doesn't look like Werner signed. Let's go another day. I want to get those in place. Then we'll start doing our trades and moving pieces about. Yeah, possibly Tyson Jones, possibly Gruber, Eric Johnson. I mean, this is a period of big transition. Kadri probably survives the year. Not sure we can replace him at this point. Not making big waves. Okay, let's see. Who's willing to offer what for Gruber? Looks like we got 9 deals on the table. We can't do that with Johnson. He's got no movement, but we can pick and move around that as we will. Let's see what Just will give us as well. Those, I think, are our 3 big players we're probably moving. Burakovsky might as well be someone we get offers on. So, Ryan Carpenter. Okay, not interested. Giovanni Smith, not interested. Carter Hutton, nope. The Cheese. Miles Woods. Jensen. Doesn't look like there's a ton of value. The Real Deal, James Neal. Yeah, I'm going to want to get back somebody young that's got a bit of potential. I mean, I'd want more than just Poling, let's be fair. I'd want more than Poling. I think I'm giving up a better player than him. Yeah, how good is Jost? see, Jost is pretty dang good. If we're going to move him, then I want something back. I definitely want something back. Okay, Anathesu. Benajad, no. Kempe on a 6th. Lindell on a 6th. Oh. Ooh. So now we're getting picks and players. Not much, but Levy, Kiefer Bellows. Yeah, I don't think any of these are really what we're looking for. Stelio Matthews, another former player at Regina for me. In FHM 5, Lawson Krause. Ooh. Okay. Zev. Huh. That might be the first one that actually tempts me. That might be the first one that tempts me. If I can get something else back and work a bigger deal to make the most out of that, then okay. Throw check. Feel, I mean, I don't really want to do those deals. Okay, Burakovsky for Roykov, Jake McCabe, Frisky. I think we put a lot of these players in together in one deal. And Dominic Tomato. Nope. San Jose Sharks. Zayev. Oh. Nayazev, I should say, for Jost. Okay. What have we got left defenseman? Signed up at the moment that we want. So Gerard's our top line, Byram second line, Zadorov at the moment on third line. Not much else. And then Cooler in the pipeline. It wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be bad. I think I'm going to want too much back for Jost at this stage, though. He's quite highly rated. I just don't really want to do that deal as it is. Ferraro played well against us. I guess that's a possibility. I don't need middle six forwards right now, which is kind of weird. I need bottom pair defensemen more than anything. And you've got... Yeah, you've not got a lot to give back. Your draft picks, they're not going to be worth the most. Okay. So someone like Nazev or Ferraro or both could be okay. I guess. Possibly. I'm going to have to think about this one as well. I was hoping that we get more sort of draft pick offers from some clubs for Jost, but if that's not happening, then I've got to think seriously about how good Nazev, who's unscouted, actually is, and whether or not we do a deal where we like throw in both of those. For Jost, who's already a better player than they would ever be. And then fill it with bunch of picks. It says well balanced, but it probably wouldn't go through. But just for those, I don't know if I'd do that deal. Again, I don't know if I would fully do that deal. Yeah, see, I think we can do better. I think we can do better. It might have to be a draft pick back. We might have to look and see what people need forwards and where we think. Someone like Anaheim, they need all the forwards. So, now they've got a bit of room as well, so they can take on him without really giving anything back. The Coyotes might be a decent players, both wings, so Carolina is decent. Maybe Florida. The Kings have got a great prospect pool, so maybe they'll be really bad, so their draft picks will be worth something, and we could get more back because he's actually a better player for them. Minnesota, Montreal, Islanders, Blues have got both wings up there. The Canucks. There's not as many teams I'd hope there would be. Okay. Let me go and scout out the deal and let's see if we can put one together. Okay. Brainwave. I remembered Askarov. Oh. Yeah. Give up Jost. Give up Blomqvist, who's really nothing for us. Give up a 5th and a 6th this round, a 7th in 2023. And it looks like that deal will go through. Looking at the rest of their team, they don't have much in the way of prospects. So, yeah, I was maybe tempted with Johnson a little bit. Like, not really, but a little bit. Brother is Craig Johnson, who is retired. So yeah, he's been retired for a long time. But yeah, I don't know. If I had that in well balanced, that might go through. Okay. There's Johnson, a 3-star. Samuelson, 3-star. Both left-sided defensemen. Kyle, possibly 3.5, 4-star maybe on the left wing. We give up 3 2.5 stars, all of them. Weiss, Morrison, Ranta. Probably not going to make it. Easily replaceable in the mid-rounds. They're 5th-round picks, basically. And I think they carry more value than that in this trade, so that's fine. Blomqvist, we upgrade to Askarov. I'm absolutely fine with that. And Tyson Jost is what makes it all come together. So, 3 young left wingers to get a left winger and 2 left defensemen. Very happy with that. I think we've got the depth now up front. We don't have it at the back. And like I say, Blomqvist out as a make weight to kind of help all those go through. Askrev and Jost, fairly similar together. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I win this. We give up an extra player. We do give up an extra player. We're gaining positions we want better. We're gaining more potential than we're giving up. And then we're giving up Jost on top of everything as the paying factor. It's well balanced. It's not great, but I mean, I don't know of another team that might be sort of ready to do this kind of deal. So, yeah. I think we offer it and just see where we are. That's got to be very close. That one's got to be very, very close. Okay. Let me go back to here with a tiny bit of money. What would Ingram want? He'd want 7 for 2 years. Okay. Since we can do that right now, I think that's a non-brainer. Yeah, and that probably stops us from doing anything with Martin, which, I mean, that's a deal I kind of want to do right there. We don't know anything about him, but I like him. Okay, how much would that cost? What do I have to fit? Can we actually do that? We can actually offer it. Okay. Okay, then we get Martin and Ingram in as fairly young pieces to back up the team. We've got Werner coming back on a deal that we probably don't need him on anymore, but that's fine. Bokage and Pinto called up. Yeah, we don't need Gustafsson. We got Helpy in. Still got Grubauer to trade away. Ooh. Okay, let's go a day. Let's go a day and then let's work a Grubauer deal. Also, on big-ish money is Burakovsky and Grubauer. That's 7 million almost between them. And they're both already replaced. They're just the extra 2 men. So I'm going to try and put a deal together and come back with like draft picks or prospects for that. And yeah, I'll be pretty happy. So Pinto's up. He's gone on to the left, which allows me to move Burakovsky without an issue. And when Jost goes out, of course, we'll have somebody else come up that we've got an option like Bokage can go in there for now as a right wing. Be slightly weak on the 4th line, but it's okay. And we've also got Johnson, of course. Do we want to go and get a really good right defenseman? Or left defenseman? Like a really good one. Oh. So I got Johnson, Grubauer, and Burakovsky to give up. I could throw those 3, a 2-star, 2.5-star, and a 3-star in. It's a lot of money. But I could get in a high-paid defenseman to come in and help out. And I can get myself some draft picks and prospects in that deal. I'm going to go scout that. That could be a big... Yeah, free agent, Holtby. That's big. That right there is big. It opens up so much for us. I'll be back. A borderline deal here, maybe, that we're probably going to offer and just see. We take back Kessler, who's pretty much done. He's 35, he's injured, he's done. We take that contract, we eat that contract and release him. And Manson, a little bit more sort of depth and a big contract just to swallow for right now. That could be an option. And then, like I say, Hampus Lindholm, I think he fits in exactly what I want to do on that defensive side. And Lundestrom, we could actually bring him in as a fairly good all-round player and kind of see what we can do with him. But I mean, that's a big duo there, Lundholm and Lundestrom, which is why these two are in there. There's also a 2nd round pick our side with Anunen, Burakovsky, Gruber, and Johnson. I think if we kill that, kill that, kill that. Yeah, see, it really doesn't work without it. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Instead of a 2, if we give the 4 and put Burakovsky back in, and then we've got to go back and take Getzlaff is one they want to keep, but I can pull Kessler in. And yeah, then really the worst player on the biggest amount of money is Manson. So that's what I mean. A 4th is well balanced. So I think if I bump that up to a 2nd, I think that might work. Not 100% sure. But yes, one of the teams that Johnson will trade with. So we're swapping Johnson to upgrade to Lindholm. Younger, better, cheaper, and on the left-hand side, which is where we need someone right now. We will need a right-hander as well. But yeah, Gruber and Burakovsky are both freebies. Anunen we don't need. So Lundstrom just comes in and adds that great center core that we do have. Potential trade bait again. But I think giving up Jost means we need the next man up in the lineup, and Lundstrom just adds to that pool of players. Kessler and Manson are salary dumps that we can get rid of. Maybe we retrade those. Maybe we do a triangle trade and put Kessler and Manson in. See if we can get back like even just a 7th. Let some other team eat that contract hit. But yeah, I think I want to do that deal. I want to do that deal. We've had to offer more money as well to Ingram, I believe. We might not be the top dog there. If we don't get him, that's fine. I want Martin more anyway. So yeah. We'll see. Another day. And again, we'll be back once we've wrapped this up. Hopefully both deals. Okay, we managed to do the deals for Weiss Morrison, Ranta, Blomqvist, and Just. Pretty big loss in Just, to be honest with you. I'm feeling bad about that one, but Kyle, Samuelson, Johnson, decent sort of decent prospects that may or may not make it. Askarov, though, is the big boy in the deal that side. So really it's something good now who will be good in the future for hopefully one of the best goalies in the future. So we're giving him up a lot. We're giving just as good as we're giving up here. But yeah, that Yost for Askarov is almost a 1-for-1 in my mind, the way that looks. And the extra player just gets a little bit on that deal and a little bit on these deals. But yeah, we're going pure potential. They're getting actual players now in Jost and some potential back anyway. And then I had to change up some deals. We did get marked in. We did get Ingram, so that allowed me to move other bits around. Yeah, we went for Anderson and a 4th. We downgraded the 2nd into the 4th with Anderson there, with Burakovsky, Gruber, and Johnson. Sorry, not Anderson, Anunen. That seemed to work out quite well. One thing I noticed, they didn't really want to give up their players. They really didn't want to give up their players. So what actually happened was, instead of asking them to give up, who was it? Who we were asking them to give up? Or be unsigned draftees, wouldn't it? No? Who do we have in this deal? Dark rights. And then, I'm confused. Didn't we have a different center there? Because instead we got Zegras, who I really liked in the draft anyway. But I just don't see. Oh, it would have been Lundstrom. It would have been Lundstrom. He's actually signed yet. So we would have been getting a player ready now, but they didn't want to give up Lundstrom. So instead, we went for the potential, which they were more than happy to give up. And that allowed us to downgrade into that fourth from a second. Again, they're both 23 picks, I believe, so that's not an issue either. But yeah, I really like that. So we got Kessler. We were able to get rid of the other money deal because we didn't need to put that in. So if we can get Kessler out for something, we got other pieces to put with him and get a draft pick back. I think that'll be a good enough deal for us. Lindholm and Zegras for the future. Like I say, I'm very happy there. We get rid of Johnson, who we didn't need. Gruber, Burakovsky as well. It's all fitting in. It's all fitting in. And that means Werner can then drop down. Ian Cole can drop down. I've got to find some money dumps somewhere. I'm actually going to ask Zads to play right defense. So first line pairing of Lindholm and Makar. Gerard with Timmins, probably, hopefully, as a second pairing. And then Byram with Zadorov, I think would be a decent fit. Martin as depth. So I'm very happy with the back end of the ice right now. Landeskog, Nikushkin, Greer, and Lewis as your four left wing. Pinto there for depth. On the right, Rantanen, Donskoy, Comfer, and Bocage. That'll be decent. Nick Henry for depth. Martin Count also lurking in the wings. So, yeah. Tempted to move some other pieces about there. And then we need to get Kessler out, of course. No movement clause. Okay, so we just need to get Kessler out. But right now, McKinnon, Kadri, Dries, and Bowers. So a little bit weak. But hey, weren't we weak before? At least we're better on the back end. We're more rounded right now. We still got a lot of pieces to move. And really, I don't like drafting past round 4. So there's draft picks for sort of third and fourth liners if we need them. So yeah, really, I'm happy. I'm happy right now. I think we've called up the people who we wanted to. There's a ton of 1-stars there that could pop next year. We'll keep Askarov and Bednar around, but that means we've got these 3 goalies we could get rid of. And then in defense, Samuelson, Johnson, and Kula now. That gives us options on the left. Hellerson gives us an option on the right. But Boykov, Leverman, and Kluman can definitely go. Stutzel's down to a 4-star. Coyle is there as well. We got those on the left, which will be decent. Like I say, Martin Kaut is also there for the right. And then Zegras, Newhook, and Roche all there as well. Plenty of forwards. We'll be able to find the best face-off takers and make things work. So I think goalie might be solved long-term and for the short-term with Hopi. We've got centre solved for a long time. We've got a young defensive core. We've got a developing middle 6 forward core as well. Don't know about the special teams aspect, but hey, right now, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. I'm going to do more little trading and bits and pieces back and forth, higher staff. we'll see where we are at the start of the next video. Until then, thanks very much for watching. I'm Chris Orme, playing FHM6. Thank you very much. Let me know what you think of the team and any suggestions for how to build, who to trade, or what you think I need to do better at. But yeah, till next time, I'll be seeing you.